I'm not going to have you guys draw algebra tiles, but I am going to use the illustrations to kind of help us understand what's happening. So here we're going to add this. And so in our margin right here, I want you guys to copy this problem. It says 3x squared minus 3x minus 5. And we're going to add to that 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Now let me explain to you guys the parentheses really fast. The parentheses have no role except to show you guys that this is a trinomial and this is a trinomial, and we're adding the trinomials together. But once you write it out, you don't need those parentheses anymore. Okay? So, look at what they did right here. I'm not going to write it out. I'll just talk about it. This says we have 3x squareds. So how many big squares are we given? We're given 1, 2, 3 big squares. Over here, how many x squareds are there?
2.
There's 2x squared. See, it says a 2 right there. It says 2 times x squared, so there's 1, 2. So guys, how many total x squareds do we have? 5. Okay, so that's part of our answer. We have 5 x squareds. Okay, when we add this polynomial and this polynomial, we would end up with 5x squareds. Now over here we have a negative 3x's. Okay, now these are negative little rectangles right here. Whenever you put a negative rectangle next to a positive rectangle, they cancel each other out. How many rectangles do we have over here?
5.
5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many total rectangles do we have?
2.
Remember, if you put negative rectangles next to positive rectangles, let's do that right here. Oops. They're going to cancel each other out. That's a negative, negative, negative. This cancels out with that one, and that one. So what do we have left?
2.
We have 2 x's. And so over here I'm going to write plus 2x. The last thing we have are our constants. We have a negative 5 and a positive 3. So we have 5 negative constant ones, constant squares, I guess you can call them. And over here we have 3 positives. Okay, what are we going to be left with?
-2.
Yeah, we're going to be left with negative 2. If I put these 3 positives over here with these, 3 of these are going to cancel out, and we'll be left with 2. So let's see. I'll cross these out. So that would cross out with this one. That would cross out with that one. That one cross out with that one. So I'm left with negative 2. So I have negative 2 right here. And that's it. That's your answer. Okay, I think the most valuable thing about looking at algebra tiles is seeing that the x squareds, the x's, and the constants are different. So you cannot add those together. You can multiply them together, but you cannot add those together. We're not multiplying right here, though. We're just adding. See the plus sign? We're just adding right now. Okay, so our next, if we go down the page a little bit, we have some tries right here. I want you guys to try these right now. I'm going to pick a couple of students to do these up on the board, just one for each, and then you guys can compare your answers to mine.
I figured out how to do this in 5 minutes.
Okay, so for this first one, we got let's see, we have an x squared right here and an x squared right here. If I add those together, how many x squareds do I have?
3x.
Yeah, we have 3 x squareds. We have a constant right here and a constant right here. If I add those 2 constants together, I'm going to get, wait, what is it? Positive 3. So that's your answer for that one. Let's see, where's our letter A? Did that person get it right? There it is. They got it right. Very good. Okay, we don't get to correct anything for that. Sorry, we're just learning that you guys actually have written down x minus 2 plus 2x plus 5. If that's the case, your answer should be 3x plus 3. So you don't have a squared on yours. All right, let's do the next one. The next one is switching up, putting y's right there. So I have a y squared there, y squared's there. How many total y squareds do I have?
5.
There's 5 y squareds. Okay, so I have 5y squared. And then there's a y right there. Do we have a y over here? No y. So we're just going to write that guy out, even though he doesn't get added to anybody. That's okay. And we have a constant right here and a constant right here. So if I add those 2 constants together, what do I get? So I get plus 2. Bam. Did our demonstrator get it right? Where's B at? B is right there. Let's see. They got 5y squared plus 3y plus 2. They got it right. Very nice. Okay, next one. We have an x squared there and a negative x squared there. Okay, so that's a negative 1. Don't forget that. So negative 1 and 2, what's that going to give us?
1x.
Yeah, 1x squared. Okay, so we did the x squared one first. I always like to do the ones with the highest degree first. Then we have a 3x there and a negative 4x there. How many x's do we have now?
Negative 1.
Yeah, negative 1x. Now you don't have to have that 1 there, but I wrote it anyways. Now if I look at my constants, we have a constant there and a constant there. Yeah, we add those, that's going to give us 3. So we have plus 3. So you should have x squared minus x plus 3. Alright, did that person get it right? Leslie? Almost. Okay, let's see what you did wrong. Alright, so you just copied the wrong problem. No problem. Alright, the last one. I love this. They put it out of order. Actually, you got the hard one. Ooh, not really. Okay. So we got this and this. We add those two together, okay, because they're both x squareds. It's going to be negative 2x squared. She get that? Yeah, she got that part. Okay, so done with the x squareds. Now what about our x terms? We have an x term there and an x term there. How many total x's, class? Class? Hello, are you there? Let's see, negative 3 and 2. Negative 1x. And so that's gone and that's gone. Then we have our constants left. Let's do these constants. What do you get? Plus 9. Alright, did Ashley get that? Yes, she did. Very nice. Do you have to have that 1 right there? Nope. You can erase it if you want to. Oops, that's too big of an eraser. Okay, so we can erase that if we want to. Okay.